You know, this is a another testimonies. I've been trapping a lot of testimonies lately. Know, and it annoys them. I've talked about a lot of the things they've done to me, and to them it's like because they want me to subscribe to them, and they think it's a battle. Like they think that I don't know that everybody knows that this is what they do, right? They're not like what they've done to others has been. There's so many other testimonies around that it's obvious, and you don't need to be a genius. You just gotta not be on the spectrum like they are to block out this reality where they have done this type of tormenting for a long time. They do the pedophilia type of tormenting, and it's what they've been doing. But they want you to identify to it. Like somehow ignore everything else. Just think it was you when you were a child. You remember what you did as a kid? It's just not the it's obviously not the pedophilia things we do. We don't have the capability to do this to people. What? Right? And so you being able to put this in perspective, it annoys them. That's why I have no doubt that they're gonna continuously push to the worst thing. They keep saying the torture I'm gonna experience, just to try to make me identify to these things. As if me being tortured is gonna be validation. No, I understand what you're doing. You're gonna use this torture as a way to say, you see, we've won, you're being tortured instead of what? It's like, no, they believe us. That's why they're gonna be tortured. Like, excuse me, do you think because why are you so special that you only like you're far from special? These people are just like you. They're trash. They're gonna do the things you do. Maybe they're gonna use different tactics, but this part like they think that there's a way to make me subscribe to this nastiness. There's no way. Like I'm not gonna subscribe to it. Yes, I can be in pain. I'm gonna be screaming. I'll be yelling. I'll be suffering. I'll be praying for that all these things is what could happen and what probably will happen at some point. But would I ever be like, oh no, now this is just really organically happening? There's one thing and I've talked about it already. I was looking at the video. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it because I'm making a lot of videos. But I rather make a lot of videos now and then go back to them and just kind of title them in a way that I myself can track them back to what I'm looking for. One video I was talking about. It was what year was it? 2021. Was it spring 2020? Yeah, I think it was 2021, sometime in summer of 2021. And I'm walking from my place to this place around here to get some glasses. I'm walking, and then I see like some kind of SUV or some kind of like van. I'm not sure what kind of car exactly. I'm walking and I see this woman, like she's like maybe 40 something, and I'm seeing her just like doing something in the car, and then she stepped away, and as I look, she steps away. I see a little girl, a little tiny little girl, and she's just dressed in a little dress, and she does this thing with her leg where she kind of you know s- like open her legs. You can you see the dress. You don't see anything, nothing disturbing, but in that sense. But she does this, and then they made me feel so disgusting. Oh my gosh, it was disgusting. Uh oh my gosh, I start spitting away. It's like, oh my, and I just made sure it's like, you nasty, disgusting crap. They tried to make me feel like a very disgusting sexual stimulation. It was disgusting. It's so disgusting, but that's what they do. They can control your stimulations in the most disgusting ways. Disgusting feeling, disgusting moment, but typical of what they do. That's why I hate being around children. That's why I hate seeing children, because what these people do is very this disgusting. It's disgusting things. It's disgusting experience. But now I talked about it before. They're adding layers on top of the manipulation they've already. So they made me experience that. Now they're trying to create addition in my memories to this experience that was disgusting in the first place. Oh, you looked and you look like you try to add things when in reality it's just like I'm looking, I see the kid and oh god, it's just gonna be you look down and this addition to this memories that are disgusting to on top of something that was already disgusting. And they're making noise campaign. I hear people in the hallway try to make some noise campaign. They try to get me to like think that this is organically happening. Not only this initial disturbingness, which is the foulest thing I've experienced, one of the foulest things, What's false is what you guys made me experience. Now this added layers to my memories that you're adding with the extra thing that you're adding to that is even that's the new stuff. They have these things where now they go back into the things they already manipulated me to experience in disgusting ways to add extra stuff, add extra perception. It's disgusting, but it's meant to for me to identify to this. And they give me weird stimulations and they do these things. But the funny thing is, like they're like, "Oh, you're outing yourself," because what they're trying to do is to be, no, this is you. You should accept this as you. We're not making you experience this. Or you're just like outing yourself. No, you are discussing low lives that have been manipulating people in these disturbing ways. These things is what you get, make me experience this way. A kid would not make me respond and experience things this way. Never. This is what you're doing to me. This is the pedophilia type of torture others have talked about. I've already gave a few samples of what they've been saying. This is what they talk about. A woman just said she's even smelling baby powder gave her some disgusting stimulation. Imagine seeing a child then. You understand? They do these nasty things, and this kid this little girl that just did this thing, and then it was already nasty. Now when she did this, her legs just like kind of opening up a little bit. It was so disgustingly happy, like it was just disgusting. It just it got into like it was changing my brain in a way that's sexual. When it's nothing sexual about this just little girl, it will never even go in my brain in that way ever, ever. This is disgusting. They're like, oh, even when you're a kid, what are you talking about? I'm a grown man. Sorry, I'm a grown adult. You doing the pedophilia things. You force people to have disturbing perceptions, disturbing sensations. You're disgusting. And this mother knew this thing. So that's what this whole thing was orchestrated to be that way. She moved away, and you see the little girl just like, and I got this disgusting stimulation. This is their job. That's what they do. I can do nothing about this because my brain is for them to manipulate. And they're gonna do what they've been doing for decades. Turn things as pedophilia centric as possible to break down the person, to make this person break down. I will never subscribe to it. But I understand these people are gonna do whatever they can to get this to look like it's happening naturally. Of course, at this point, everybody knows, and I know that everybody knows this. I know I'm not like they're gonna act accordingly. I see one person, a coworker, who's like literally says, "Are you just outing yourself?" I'm not like you're saying that. Obviously, I'm speaking, even though I have a mask. They're saying that so they can be like, "Oh no, it's you. You're telling on yourself." No, I'm talking about what's happening to me. You guys are disgusting. I will never subscribe to these things. I'd rather die in hell, which is what they like to say, than live in this paradise that you think you're in. You're disgusting trash. I'd rather they like to say you're gonna rot in hell. What they're doing to my organs, who knows? I definitely feel weaker, less energized than ever because they're doing things to my body. Obviously, this technology does that too. On top of manipulation of your brain, on top of every other things I'm experiencing. I know this is the pedophilia shit things that you've been doing, and I know that you guys have no shame and try to make somebody subscribe to it. I will never let them, never, never, never even give them an ounce of fantasy. You're gonna get the credit in regard of what you do. You work day in and day out to try to make somebody subscribe to it. That's it. They call it the war. They're not in a war. This is a research, a development of this weaponry that can rewire your brain in these disgusting ways and change who you are and make you experience things that this technology is capable of doing and make you believe that it's you. And with the help of the personnel they have around, they're gonna try to make you accept these things. I'm not surprised that torture can be also implemented in order for you to accept this. I understand, but I'm glad that I didn't have to live the life they live. Of course, I don't want to be tortured. Of course, I don't know. I don't want to be in a situation I'm in. But if looking at the life they're living as the only way I'm looking at the normal life, not normal life, the life of not being manipulated. At least that's what I think. I prefer dying this way, seeing things for what they are, for what they do to people, instead of having to delude myself the way they have to delude themselves while doing these horrible things to people. They'll never be what they want themselves to like whatever they do outside of this manipulation, this program doesn't erase what they're part of. And I'm not gonna help them live that fantasy. I said once there was like they tried to like there was this child protective person I was like, oh my gosh, please, I wish I can talk to this person. I wish. I wish I could see that person, talk to them. How does it feel to be part of this program that can change people in this fashion and try to gaslight them into accepting this because you're acting accordingly? Listen, I know I'm gonna be tortured because you want me to accept this as me. You guys are renowned for your pedophilia type of torture. This disgusting. You're not even the worst part now is like the initial experience was so disgusting already. Now they're trying to go back in the memory of what they've done to me and add to it. Oh, you because they want to add as much mental torture as they can. And you hear this bottom feeders that were supposed to repeat things to make me subscribe to it. Death comes to all of us. I will never subscribe to not only the experience I've experienced because of you nasty things, you nasty pedophiles, or even the memories that you try to manipulate into something even worse. Not even worse, but add layers on top of the initial pedophilia things they do to me to get even worse experience of that memory. That was initially disgusting. To all target individuals, this is a program that is meant to break you down. Listen, we're all human, and obviously, there's a limit to all we can take, right? But know one thing: do not even give them the satisfaction or even the fantasy of them thinking that this is or is something you have accepted. No matter how they act, they're gonna act accordingly. Oh, they're gonna do all the kind of acting you'll see with no shame. Matter of fact, I think at this point they're acting for their own sake. These people are trash. You are dignified. I'm not saying you're perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. We all have done some dumb things in our life. But can you imagine having to do these things and then time comes for you to think about death or to deal with death? It's a scary thing. I couldn't imagine myself just like on my deathbed or wherever in a situation where death is really near me and having to think, oh my gosh, I called myself a god. I tried to do these things to these people. I did this pedophilia type of tormenting. I manipulate these people in this way. I push people to kill themselves. I force somebody to dream in this way. I force this person to be stimulated this way. I try to make like I kept repeating things to block out reality. Oh, you're screaming. Oh, you're gonna die. Well, now is my time to die. How do okay? You understand? So while I can speak right now, because they keep saying I'm gonna scream, which of course pain is gonna drive me to scream. Let me say this. I've never subscribed to these disturbing things they've done to me. I will never subscribe to this. And I will die never subscribing to it. Now, am I gonna scream? Most likely. Am I gonna cry? Most likely. This is preferable. I prefer dying this way than having to live the life of this trash. That have done so much horrible things. And they're doing so much horrible things. And I try to make you to be a pedophile and make you subscribe to these things. Well, calling themselves it's our world when they work for pedophiles, filled with pedophiles, do things to children sexually in other ways, suffocating them, torture them sexually, and try to be like, no, remember when you were a kid when they are here suffocating 7-year-old autistic kids. Death comes to all of us. This is the life you could have been. I'm gonna say that till I can say it. So to all my target individuals, stay strong, know what you are, what you're not. Do not subscribe to this manipulation, this pedophilia things they do. And remember, these people will do this to others. So talk about your experience because I guarantee your experience is can be validated by somebody else. Mine have been validated to the nth degree. These people are pedophiles. They're going to continuously force me to experience pedophilia sensation and stimulations in all different ways. Then they're going to continuously manipulate my memories. And then they're going to try to torture me into accepting these things as me. They're going to use all different tonality via this V2K, using these menacing voices, try to warn me, quote unquote, threat me, and try to make me accept these things, knowing that I know these people are the pedals that try to make me their pedals. So stay strong and know that justice will be done. Thank you.